What's up, everybody? Last minute decision tonight. Homeless in America, aloha, flat Earth. Ronnie York is Ronnie Cash, and I just decided to, hey, fuck it, we'll do a live for maybe do like an hour show or something. See what happens. Ronnie should be up here any second. Let's see. Jima. Aloha, Jima. Aloha, homeless in America. Oh, let's see. What is this? There you go, homeless in America. Make sure you blend in with everybody else. Aloha, you fine ass people. Aloha, you fine ass Jima. Raw dog. I don't know what happened to Ronnie. I just texted him and hope he didn't get the time mixed up. We don't give up. We don't give up. So tomorrow, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow's live is gonna be fun. Hey, Coral, aloha, brother. Garrett, we have been officially monetized today. So tomorrow night, Friday night, we're going to do a celebration live stream. So Heather Hatch is already chipped in on celebration stuff. I don't know, like party supplies. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Celebrate good times. Come on. Oh, really, Gary? Really? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and reread the. You see that, Ronnie? What Gary's saying? Usually monetization, you can't cuss, but
really,
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and reread the whatever that shit.
I don't really say that. First, boy, I'll tell you what, there must be a lot of people not monetized on here then, because they sure the hell do a lot of cussing.
Well, yeah, I know a lot of stuff I watch too that they're monetized. It's there's a lot of. I'm glad you brought it up though, Gary, because I'm gonna have to reread the. What's the word I'm looking for? They're bullshit.
Well, you know what that means? You're not going to last long then, huh, Steve?
Right. Joy while lasts, folks.
Oh, Lordy. Because usually monetization, you can't cuss. Well, in our day, they'll make an exception for us, though. What's going on, El Coro? Good day to you, brother.
Yeah, they'll make an exception. They'll be like, Yeah, that is the rule. But that's Ronnie and Steve. No, don't worry, it's all good. Doesn't apply to
They
me.
just raw dogging.
Raw dogging. Yeah, Jima, I lose over half my vocabulary too.
No kidding.
I'd be like, "What the son of a
What the
this
flipping
piece of
Katie?
god mother." Like, he trying to say something,
You'd have a hell of a time editing all that, wouldn't you?
right?
Just bleep every other word and hope you get the right word instead of the wrong one.
It'd be like, boop 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 boop. I'd be like, is he
Well,
trying
the
to
whole
send me
thing
a
would be
message?
boosted out, really. It'd be easier anyway.
Might mean something. Us little guys might get $20 to $50 a month.
Well, hell, that's paying you a little something. Ain't much, but it's something. Oh, Steve, though, all the years he's got, man, he'll be making thousands in no time at all. A night.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Oh, for Steve is shoot, man. Hey, I got to tell you something, if you don't mind, Steve, right off the bat here. And I think I've told you this before, but at the time, I was the only one saying it, but I just want to repeat it now. And I know y'all all think I'm nuts, so that's nothing unusual, But we'll just assume right off the bat that I'm nuts. But, and I'll tell you where else I saw this at just a little bit ago. If you remember, what I've been saying for months, that well, okay, let me put it like this: if you were the president of the United States, and when you were in office, public in office, you done a fantastic job on everything you did, everything you touched, as Trump did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then, but you knew there were a lot of bad things that had to happen, to devolve all this insanity, this evilness. Okay, and Trump said at least a year before the 2020 thing that they were going to try to steal it, with envelopes. I'll put it like that. And so, sure enough, that happened. Okay, well, first of all, I think that Trump and whoever's working with Trump put Brandon in office because they had to do all this rotten stuff. And that's what I've been saying for months now. I mean, when you think about it, okay, if let's say HRC and Obama are still around by some strange coincidence. Now, I don't think HRC would really have enough sense to do this kind of stuff. I mean, she would be as dumb as what Brandon's acting now. But the bummer, I don't think he's near as dumb as what Joe's putting on now. And so people think that Obama is leading Brandon. I don't believe that for a minute, and hadn't for quite a while now. So what I'm saying is that Brandon he's doing the stuff that Trump didn't want on his record, or however you want to look at it. And so therefore, Brandon was installed in Trump's place to do all this bad stuff. All the bad things that are going on in the world now can be blamed on Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think happened. And believe it or not, about an hour and a half ago, I was just, watching TV for, skimming through channels, and I stopped on one, which I don't know if anybody's ever watched her before, but it's the Judy Byington channel. And this is the first time I've heard anybody else say this theory besides me. And I'll be doggone if they didn't say the exact same thing, not in my exact words that I just said it, but the exact same thing.
Right. It's-
And believe me, I've been saying it for months. It's back on I don't know which video. I'd have to look it up, but it is certainly there on several of them. But that's one thing. Okay, y'all going to call me crazy now. Come on, I'm waiting.
Oh, I've been thinking almost the same thing for a while now. Because I mean, someone's got to be to blame, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you just think about it logically, well, who's the best guy to put in there other than Brandon? I mean, because he's supposedly, well, myself, I think he's pushing up daisies, and I think he has been since 2019. So it's kind of hard for him to do all this stuff. And plus, I mean, the guy's got one of them's got blue eyes, the other got brown eyes. One of them's got a fatter head, and ears don't connect. All kinds of stuff.
Did you see that picture? Those two from the other day when they were within a couple hours of each other. This one smile was way up here, and the other was
I've seen it before, but I didn't see it.
That shit blows my mind. That's crazy.
Oh, Brandon ain't gonna last that long. I don't think Brandon will be in office another 2 to 3 weeks myself, Garrett.
And whoever Brandon really is, because
yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But exactly, I don't think it's gonna last long at all. I mean, a bunch of stuff is happening, man. I was doing a lot of research today, and there's just a load of. Well, Q gave us the clues of what would be happening before, relatively soon before it all takes place. One of them was 82nd Airborne would be on the move. I believe it was yesterday they got on the move, the 82nd Airborne. And then another one was the Marines out of Quantico, Virginia. And I haven't heard about them yet. And the other one was the guys out of Fort Drum. And I haven't heard about them yet. But the 82nd Airborne is on the move. Well, I don't know what else it'd be on the move for, because I don't think we're in any kind of a war at all. Oh, and another thing I heard today was that it wasn't really that surprising, but was that Ukraine has surrendered to Russia, and they did that.
Oh, really?
On Monday.
I didn't hear that.
Well, you ain't gonna hear it on the news, that's for sure. You got to kind of look around for it, but yeah, that's what was told. Well, on a couple of different channels today that I watch. And let's see what else was good. Well, from what I found, Biden should be out no later than the 10th of August. Now, I could be wrong. This is a very complicated situation we're in now. So
that's 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. So.
Hey, there's Nina. See, she goes. There she goes.
Hello, Nina. How you doing today, girl? Good to see you. What do you mean, robbing Steve's spot?
What?
Oh no, yeah, because she's doing the freeze drying, and that's where we had to have an electrician put in a special plug for the freeze dry machine.
Oh,
and it's right exactly where I sit when I normally go live. So
yeah,
to use the freeze dry, I could be sitting there, but then you wouldn't be able to hear me because you would just hear that machine.
No, I just wanted to tease her a little bit there. I hope she didn't take me seriously. She might slap me through the computer here.
She's cheering.
Is that a nudie?
A little bit. She's cheersing a Pepsi.
Oh, a nudie Pepsi. All right.
Oh, and I found this today too.
You found some more Heineken?
Yeah.
And it's almost a nude.
It was weird. I went to this party store place that it didn't I don't even know how I found it. It didn't look like a freaking party store. And I'm like, is that a party store? So I parked, and then the doors were closed and everything, and they had these locks hanging off. And I'm like, is it closed? So I just grabbed the door and I put and it's open. So I went in and I'm like, hey, it's party store. I'm like, I wonder why you ain't got no customers because nobody knows what the fuck you are.
That's that
So
one word.
then,
Going to the
then I go
jar.
in the beer coolers and I go and look and they got Heineken. So I go to open the door to the cooler thing and it's locked. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I go up to the front and I'm like, yeah, I was gonna grab a. So then they have someone go back and get the beer and bring it up for you, and they like unlock it, grab the beer, lock it back, and it's like, what kind of shit are you guys running here? Because,
They're protecting the honey.
but you like from the outside, you don't even know that it's a store. It's like, and
Yeah,
they wonder why they don't have customers.
you'd think they put up a sign, huh? At the very least.
Yeah, sign and have the front doors like open and or yeah, at least one of those open signs or something. I don't know, but hey, they had Heineken, so it worked for me.
I heard that. So you cared about, wasn't it? Well,
Yep,
that and cigarettes.
yep. That and I paid a little bit more than normal, but hey, I mean, when you got Brandon in office and the whole island's out of Heineken, and
Yeah.
shit, take what you can get. All right.
Yeah, Garrett says his hands don't look like 85-year-old hands. No, they don't, nor his legs. I mean, my goodness, the day he had his tipsy thing on the bicycle, I mean, man alive. He takes all good care of his legs, all I say. Exactly, Garrett.
Hey, aloha, Van. Yo, yo, yo,
Man.
yo. The man with a beautiful beard.
How is the beard today, Van? Doing okay? No, I just had to tell that about Brandon though, because I ain't kidding you. I've been saying it for months, and it just didn't make any sense to me how all this could all be happening. With the bombers supposedly being in charge, because I mean, Obama, he was a terrible president, but he wasn't this damn terrible. So if he was in the basement whispering in Joe's ear, the first thing of any president is to at least try to keep your base happy. Biden hadn't even tried to keep his base happy. I can see him
Yeah.
kind of say, "Oh, the hell with the, Republicans," but his own, I don't think so. Because if you ain't got anybody to back you up, well, then you ain't got anything. Period. Hey, Jen OFW.
Yeah, Jen, that's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is the celebration live. Tonight, me and Ronnie just decided at the last minute we'd come up for about an hour and shoot the shit for a little bit.
Yeah, I was too
Shoot the
lazy to
stuff.
go on mine. Man, I tell you what, it's taken me a while to recuperate from last night. I was just up too damn long. I didn't realize, that I could tell I had a headache, but I thought that was kind of because of Blaine. Jokingly, I said that. But no, I did have a headache. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
well, with
it.
the heat and everything you got going on there, and
Yeah.
oh no, really, Van? Oh shoot!
It's
How did that
crazy.
happen?
Well, you're supposed to close off your fuel tank if you got a pitcock on it. Why would you have a pitcock? I don't get that. I don't know. If you go back to his inauguration before they walk up the steps of the building, the soldier gas station medals. I'm not quite sure what you're saying there, Garrett. Soldier gas station medals. You mean, well, he probably did have gas station medallions or something on his jacket. They sure as the hell weren't real guys, that's for sure. No, El Coro, believe me, Camel, well, Kamala won't be there. It's being set up now to where, in my opinion, again, to where Senator Chuck Grassley can take over until this is all worked out legally, because right now Trump is actually the commander in chief. Because you got to understand that the United States really don't need a president. It's just, a commander in chief. And I know El Cora is going to love what I'm going to say next. But that is that the Australian military, I've forgotten which leader it was, and I didn't write it down, but one of the Australian military leaders, one of the head guys, said that for all intents and purposes, the Australian military and the U.S. military were all one now. All one military. And this is a long story, and I could tell what I know of it, but it's pretty long. Blaine! Flat Earth, Blaine, flat Earth. And Raw Dog.
Raw Dog.
Rolling.
$4,000? Holy.
One of the soldiers, before they walked up the stairs, didn't have medals on his jacket. Oh, yeah, Blaine, all those soldiers were fake. Every one of them. I mean, it's fake as you could be. Yeah, look at all of them's jackets and everything. You can tell, even the way they're walking. I don't even know if they had real. I think they had wooden weapons, like over there in Ukraine. Dehydrated.
Y'all raw dog my brain.
Well, I hope your headache's gone today, Blaine. Mine about halfway is. That round earth stuff last night, I'm telling you, gave me one terrible headache. I think I had him actually believing that I believed in the flat earth, If I was a flat earth guy, I could have explained it better than that. I hope I could have.
Right? That's why I find it so much fun, because it's like, because I get it, what everyone's saying, but it's so much fun because at the same time, I don't care.
Exactly.
Like, it's like, I get it. And like you were saying what flat earthers would say.
Yeah. And I've heard many of the arguments, so, or not arguments, explanations. And so that was what I was pitching at Blaine, It was just, to me, it was fun. Although I think he gave me his headache, because I had one too. I really did. As soon as I got off, I took me 2 Tylenols.
No president rides a personal plane to DC. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that, Garrett. I remember that.
Well, it wasn't a personal plane. It was a military plane, but it wasn't nowhere near what it should be.
Yep, exactly. I forgot all about that.
Most of the time,
I remember that.
Yeah, definitely. And the guy, when he stepped off the plane, I don't know who the dudes were standing at the bottom, but they certainly weren't Secret Service or U.S. Marshals. I mean, they looked like a couple of bums he picked off the street on his way up there.
And then what's the deal with the inauguration or whatever, when they like played it like a day before it supposedly happened, and then at the same time in the video it was like sunny and nice out, but then that day where it was supposed to take place, it was cloudy and rainy.
Yeah, so, it was snowing in Washington, D.C. That video where he took it, where they made Biden's supposed inauguration, was shot in California. And so that's why it looked so sunny. I mean, you couldn't see their breath or anything. You could tell it was warm.
Yeah. It
was just a total fake. I don't know why anybody would have bought any of that, and plus it was shown on TV here at least 30 minutes early. The inauguration not supposed to take place till noon, and it started
Yeah.
at 11:30.
Yeah. And like another country's seen it like 10 hours prior. So
Exactly.
how is that live? Like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't. Yeah.
No way. No way. I hope no one on here believes that. Or if they do, they need to go back and study that video just a tad. They'll see that that's a total bunch of crap.
Yeah. I remember that day. I was on a job in Kailua, and it was for a realtor slash property manager that, now that I think of it, I haven't heard from him in a couple months, but for like 2 years, he was giving me a lot of work. And the tenants that lived there with his, like, it was a mom and a daughter, but they were both, like, the mom was at least in her 70s, and the daughter was at least in her 50s. But they're total snowflakes. Like, and I remember I was like halfway through the work, and she's like, "Oh, are you okay? Are you gonna need anything? Okay, so we're gonna be upstairs, so you can just let yourself out when you're done." And then I hear her, like, go to her daughter. She's like, "Okay, I got both glasses of wine." And then the daughter's like, "I got mine too, mom. Okay, Joe and Kamala are coming on. Let's go watch." And I'm like, "Oh my god."
So
Oh,
I tell you, these were good liberals.
I wanted to leave it. I mean, if they were the customer, I would have left. But they were just the tenants. So, but I'll never forget that, because, like, you know, when your blood starts boiling and be like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Ugh.
Well, see, they think they give you a warm and fuzzy feeling, though. They don't realize it's a hot flash of instant pain and making you want to puke feeling.
Right.
That's what it is. But this guy is such a fake. I honestly don't know how even liberals have bought him. You know, even from the time that they did. I mean, how could you not recognize it wasn't even him when he was running? It was obvious then.
Mm-hmm.
And camel toe, I mean, give me a
Hey,
break.
Heather.
Well, hello,
Oh,
beautiful
geez,
Heather.
words.
And thank you, Heather, for the party donation. It's greatly appreciated.
Yes, thank you, Heather. Oh, seriously, Blaine? Did your plumbing really burst? Damn.
Join the party, brother. Mine burst last week. My hot water heater did. So feel for you.
You better just get ready to start raw dogging.
Exactly. Plus, raw dogging's fun. Got a lot more
Right?
fun than fixing a water
You
leak.
know?
I tell you that.
Shoot. Well, if it's under warranty, then how's that work? Then you got to, I don't know, every state's different, so I'm not sure. I don't want to say anything and then be dead wrong about it. So, hey, aloha, Bonnie. Or good morning.
Mine was, by the way, it was a ream.
Ream, yep. Okay. Yeah,
Are they good?
there's Ream and Rudd. Ream is RHEEM, and then Rudd or Rude is RUUD. Same company, but they make a good quality heater.
It sure looks good. Of course, you know you can dress up a pig and make it look good. So you
Yeah,
never know.
they used to just be average, but like them and A.O. Smith. Actually, A.O. Smith used to suck. But then when other companies started making better water heaters, they kind of picked up their game. And then that's when I think Ream and Rudd like merged. So now they're the same company, and A.O. Smith, which is a different company, but they all like stepped up their game and started making a better quality heater rather than, can't remember the name of the other one, but Whirlpool. Whirlpool used to make a water heater, and they're an appliance company, and I know technically water heater is kind of considered an appliance, but Whirlpool just made the cheapest, low quality water heater just to put it out there, and there was nothing but trouble with them. So, Road and Rain, yep, DJ, you got it. DJ Play Nice. Aloha and welcome too.
Yeah, welcome to everybody.
Raw dogged up the arse because I had to pay the bill anyways, even though I pay for a warranty. The fluck is a warranty for again? Yeah, no kidding, right? What is a warranty's pain in the ass to me.
Yo, I got the paperwork to fill out to send back, but I don't know that it actually does any damn good. And it says on the warranty, if this water heater goes out, don't take it back to the place where you bought it. Don't call the place you bought it. But it don't actually say what to do with it other than to call them.
Yep. That's what I mean. It's a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
And Van Life A.O. Smith is a good water heater now. But 15, 20 years ago, not so much.
Oh, Blaine's about to be raw dogged.
Now they're really good water heater, actually. The girl who came out to say the flag saying about one nation under God, she looked way too young to be in uniform. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Homeowner's warranty. Oh, Blaine. Homeowners, dude, for 28 years I've been plumbing. I've done work for a lot of homeowner warranty stuff, and it's garbage. They're taking your money is basically what they're doing.
One thing I would tell Blaine to do with when he goes to report the homeowner, this water heater, the homeowner's warranty or whoever, say flat earth. They'll give it to you right on the spot.
Yeah, then you'll get all the work done and won't have to pay.
Yeah, they'll think you're nuts, so they just come out and install it.
Yeah, the homeowner warranties though, man, I used to hate it because anytime, like when I worked for a company and I knew the job was through a warranty company, a homeowner warranty company, so it sucked because then you get there, you look at whatever the issue is, then you got to go call the warranty company, you got to explain everything, and 9 out of 10 times it's never covered. And then the homeowner still has to pay the deductible, 50, 75, 95, whatever the deductible is. And then you get the opportunity to tell them, oh, and by the way, warranty company is not going to cover it. So this is how much it's going to cost you on top of the deductible that you just paid me. Mm-hmm. I hated doing work for warranty companies.
Yeah, and see, I didn't worry about no city ordinance. I don't even know if there's one here on about a hot water heater, but if there is, I don't know about it, and I didn't ask about it. So I just took that one out and put the other one in. Now, of course, if I would have hired a plumber, and they would come out there and say, oh, you need this, and you need this, and you need a certificate of inspection or some shit.
Aloha, Tyrant Searcher UK.
Yes, sir. Hello. Hope it's sir.
Yeah, he's got some good videos too.
Is Tyrant a man or a woman?
What's that?
Is Tyrant a man or a woman?
Dude. He's a dude.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, remember that, Garrett? I forgot about that. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that.
Well, I didn't forget about it.
A year ago, I was like so into all that, and I forgot about a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I hadn't forgot about it, but I just didn't say anything because it's so cotton picking old, you know, that. But it just really got.
That's funny.
If you had that in a If you're just raw dogging a pair of ice grips, blame man, I know you're gonna have a headache after that.
That's a good one though. I'm gonna use that. I like that. Do a better job with my dick and a pair of vice grips.
Raw dog and a pair of ice grips, raw dog.
Yeah, it is easier with that PEX now, but depending on the state you live in, PEX isn't always the best option. It's a good product, but it just depends on where you live, you know.
Well, what is your professional opinion of the shark bites?
Mm,
Well, that's
I
what I
want.
got for mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like I said the other day, if I'd have went and bought all the solder and everything, and
Oh
it's been
yeah,
all
forget about it.
synthesized soldered,
You're
and I
gonna
had to cut
spend
off.
you end up
Golly,
spending just as much as you spend on the water heater itself to buy all the
yeah,
torch and the solder and the flux and the
and
oh
the
yeah.
copper, because I'd have had to have different copper, because the fittings are all different. They're not much different, but if you just got an eighth of an inch difference in it, you can't use it, or 16th even probably, because copper's not that soft.
Yeah, I solder. I don't know. Well, technically, I am old school. I've been doing it long enough to be old school, but yeah. But the shark bite, I mean, the thing with those, I mean, they work, but they haven't been out long enough to know how good they work, you know? Because all it is, I thought I had a shark bite laying around here, but I guess I don't. But all it is when you slide that on the pipe on the inside of the shark bite. The reason they call it a shark bite is because there's a bunch of teeth facing, that way. So when you push the pipe in and it tries to come back, all those teeth lock onto
Yeah,
the pipe. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's got that little gasket inside it that fits up
And
inside.
then the O-ring.
Yeah,
Yep.
inside the pipe. I've used them forever on pipes, that bust from freezing or whatever under the house. And man, I'm telling you, they last forever. At least we lived there in the last house for 15 years, and they never gave out. Hey, Linda.
Yeah, I don't know, but like guardsman says, he's solder with a torch, old school like that. Me too, because I know when I solder a joint and I clean it afterwards, and I know it's not going to turn green because I cleaned it after I soldered. I know that's good for forever.
Well,
But
that's what I was going to do too. But like I say, it's been a long time since and I used to solder all the time, but it's been a long time, and so I didn't know how good my soldering skills still were. And plus, I was definitely in a hurry to get some hot water here and get the water back on. But I couldn't even turn my water on; it flooded the floor every time I turned it on.
right.
And so I
Yeah.
was just in a hurry. And you wasn't around to do it for me. You
And the
wouldn't.
thing too, the shark bites, like I have used them for like temporary stuff, and I'm not saying they're. It's just my personal opinion, my experience, but it also depends on like what your pressure is. Like
Yeah,
if the
well,
pressure coming in your house is like 50 or 55 psi, then that's one thing. But if it's like over 90 psi, then you're kind of chancing it with the shark bite. But
see,
it
the thing here in this
shouldn't be
town is
over 90.
the water mains. This is an old area of town. The water mains are only about 3, maybe 4 inches tops. And I've seen them; they're very small. And so when it comes in the house, that makes it weaker naturally, And then I guess the pipes under the house are corroded or whatever, and so the water pressure is not real great to begin with in this house. I wish it was, but it wasn't. If I'd have had all that, uh, and I knew how the water pressure was when I got shark bites. That's another reason I bought them. You know, but it's mainly because I didn't want to do all that damn soldering and everything. Because when you buy the torch and you buy the tip for the torch, then you buy the solder and you buy the copper, man, you're
Mm-hmm.
talking about $150, $200 easily.
Yep. That's why. Yep. That's what a lot of my customers don't get when I give the price. They're like, "Whoa, it sounds like a lot." And I'm like, "Well, first of all, it's nowhere near as much as these, other big companies would charge. And second of all, like you're gonna pay twice as much if you go buy all the shit that I have right now in my van to do the job yourself. You know?
And yeah, plus you get to go do the shopping and then all that, and then you half time you don't know what all to get.
Right. And then you go back, and then halfway through, you're like, now I got to go back and get more parts. But that's funny, Coral, because there's this one, man, I can't remember the name, but it's like, he does these plumbing videos, and he's not from America. That's all I know. I'm not sure where he's from, but he always says solder. And I'm always like, you're saying it wrong, dude. It's not solder, it's solder. But I guess it's just where you're from.
Oh, over here it's spelled SODDER. In at least it was in Home Depot I went into.
Oh, really? What'd you say? SOLDER?
No, SODDER. Double D.
Oh, really?
Yeah. How they spell it over there?
SOLDER.
Yeah.
So yeah, technically, I guess if you pronounce it like it's spelled, it would be solder.
That is how I said all the time.
But yeah, I've always said solder. But yeah, that one guy I watch always says solder, and it drives me crazy because I'm like, that's not how you say it. Well, that's not how me or any other plumber I know from America has said it.
Yeah. Samoan.
Hey, aloha, Samoan.
What's up, brother?
Raw Dog Cruise in the house. Copper can be flame braised, but I would never try that.
Van, we can't spell, but we can sure raw dog. Ask any Texas lady, she'll tell you.
I can spell the word spell. SPALE. Spell. What, that's not right?
Or dead. DAID.
Yeah.
Dade.
Or like, you know what I'm saying? Is NAWIMSANE. Know what I'm saying? That's how I spell it in Detroit.
That's all one word.
Yeah. Know what I'm saying?
If I hadn't already known what that was meant, or how when it's pronounced like that, I said, spell that out for me, Steve. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like some of those phrases the other night, about the blue waffle, and
right.
I had no idea what the hell a blue waffle was.
Yeah, it's got to be a Detroit thing then, because for years I just know what I'm saying. I just hear that and I automatically know what they're saying. But or like yeah, so yeah, am I you I am I AIGHT I
can spell Riri. I can.
For reals though.
That was my best subject in school, was spelling. Always spelling. I always made straight A's. Teacher tried to get me to go to spelling bees every year. I said, no, I don't want a spelling bee. I didn't really know what a spelling bee was, at the time. So I always turned it down. But that was my very best class. Everything else I literally stunk at, but I could spell.
Oh yeah, Patrice O'Neal, he was good too.
What else did the sound have? Blue waffles are a nasty teeth thing. I don't doubt that. I always say, you hear me? You hear me? Did you hear me?
In Detroit, the translation for that is, you heard? You heard?
I only say that when I'm around one of my kids or grandkids, so they'll know I really mean it, because when I say, you hear me? They know I'm serious. If I say, you know what I'm talking about, they say, what?
Or you can always just say, "That's what's up. That's what's up." Anything anybody says, just go, "That's what's up. That's what's up."
You reckon? I know Van likes him to say, you reckon. I'm
You
a
reckon?
reckoning man after a raw dog.
I
Couple.
haven't heard that. I haven't heard that phrase in a while. You reckon?
Well, it's said a lot around here.
Or I'm fitting, or they say some say it different. It's either I'm fitting to or I'm fixing to.
Well, we always say fixing, but I have heard people say fitting. I'm fitting to.
Yeah, see, that's why I was always confused. I'm like, well, which one is it? And then I'm like, I guess it's where you're from. Depends on where you're from.
Everybody I know, I mean, I have heard people say fitting, but everybody I know says fixing to. When there was a kid came down to play quarterback for Texas here several years ago. He's from New Jersey, and the guys around here he would ask him this and this. I'm fixing to. He said, "What does that mean? I'm fixing to." He literally didn't know what it meant, you know. And they told him, "It means we're going to do it in a minute, not right now. In a minute."
Right. I'm getting ready to.
Yeah, I'll do it when I get done getting ready.
Just not right yet. Oh, bless his heart. You know, that's just a southern way of being polite, of saying that poor son bitch.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
I'm finna. Yep, yeah, you're right, Simone. Or I'm finna. Finna.
But it's all one
I'm
word.
finna get me a cold beer.
Yep, it's all one word. I'm finna do it. A funny Matt Gates clip.
Or with the old hood thing I used to hear a lot was, oh no, he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then they always reply was, yes, he did.
Oh, yes, he did. Don't you tell me, I know what I'm talking about.
Or what about the proper pronunciation of ambulance? It's ambulan.
Ambulance.
Ambulan. They go to ambulan.
I just call him a
That
meat
ass.
wagon. To me,
You
it's a
never
meat.
heard that one? Ambulan?
No, but I have heard meat wagon. That's what I call a meat wagon. Some people call them raw dog wagons, but not me. It's hard to raw dog and you lay on your back with a piece of plastic stuck in your arm.
Oh shit. 203. All right. So have they requested that?
Now let's talk about the SJWs
Then I play this.
getting wrecked, and we got Matt Gates here. He drops a nuke on it, right? Nagasaki style. He's not backing down. This is exactly how you react when they try to get you to apologise. Check this out.
Safe to say that based off of your comments, you're
Was it
suggesting
playing?
that these women at these
Yeah.
abortion
Well, he's
rallies
not moving, but
are
it's playing.
overly?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What do you say to people who think that those comments are offensive?
Be offended. That is exactly how you do it. I don't give a rat's if you're offended. Be offended. Go cry about it. Get some tissues. Maybe get on some medication or something. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the bloody kitchen. Or maybe if you're a feminist, you need to get into the kitchen and learn how to bloody cook. Now we got more from Matt Gates here. That was just the start of it, right? We got 52 seconds of absolute gold here from him, where he goes in on these anti-abortion protests. And look, it doesn't matter which side of the debate you're on, okay? You're pro, you're anti, but we've seen
So
some of these
big
people
chat.
protesting, and they're horrifying. They are disgusting individuals. Just I'm talking visually. Visually, listen to this.
Pro-abortion, pro-murder rallies, the people are just disgusting. Like, why is it
Right on, Maddie.
women with the least likelihood of getting pregnant are the ones most worried about having abortions. Nobody wants to impregnate you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
The crowd is doing him a disservice here. He's throwing out gold, and the crowd isn't even cheering him on. They're a bloody disgrace.
These people are odious on the inside and out. They're like 5'2", 350 pounds, and they're like, give me my abortions or I'll get up and march and protest. And I'm thinking, march? You look like you got ankles weaker than the legal reasoning behind Roe versus Wade. They don't even need to get up and march. They need to get up and march for like an hour a day, swing those arms, get the blood pumping, maybe mix in a salad. Have you watched?
That is a thing of beauty right there. Speech for the ages, no doubt about that. He put him back in the box, and then they tried to come after him. Well, this year, Florida Rep Matt Gaetz mocked after taunting Houston teen activist. So a teen tried to step up, and he smacked her back down. And the thing is that they use the word teeny. She's 19 years old. That's an adult in Australia, so you're fair game. You want to step up when you're 19 years old.
That's an
You get
adult
smacked
anywhere.
down like everyone
Yeah,
else.
it is.
She was the one that took a shot at him first because she got upset with the 5'2".
That's pretty good though.
Oh, I tell you what, Matt is part of the Raw Dog crew now.
Who's that?
Matt Gaetz, the guy that was talking
Oh
earlier,
yeah.
the congressman, he's part of my Raw Dog crew now. Our Raw Dog crew.
That was good. Yeah, thanks for sending that, Heather. Awesome.
Oh, one other thing I want to spit out is I heard when Trump was in Washington, D.C., what was it, Tuesday, that he signed the papers to put the U.S. on the gold standard, back on the gold standard. So I mean, it didn't say when that would actually take effect, but he did sign the papers to put us back on the gold standard and the new United States note, United States Treasury note. These other notes have been from the Federal Reserve. And by the way, all Federal Reserves all across the world are being shut down, not necessarily one by one, but a bunch of them at a time. And it appears this country is going to be last, for it all happening, because this, we're the biggest, most powerful country. So, you got to take down the little ones first and work up. So that's undoubtedly what they're doing. But yeah, man, it just tickles me that he signed that where we go back to gold standard. Well, it's supposed to be the real gold standard, Blaine. I don't think Trump's gonna mess around with any fool's gold. He's been through too much crap, and we've all definitely. You realize what would happen to him if he thinks the deep state's been after him? That ain't nothing compared to what would happen if this all turned out to be a lark. I mean, man, the whole world would be after him. And I don't mean for good, but I definitely think he means for good. You're going to have enough videos to do 3 shows here for long, Steve. El Corda sent one. I don't know if he sent that to you or not, but he put one on the screen there.
And we love you, New Zealanders.
Yeah, we love the people in New York and Seattle.
There she is. And she has allowed the most extreme abortion law in the world.
Jacinda
This is the
Ardern.
Prime Minister of New Zealand. Abortions will now be available on demand for any reason up to birth. Sex-selective abortions will be legalized, meaning if you find out you're having a boy and you want a girl, you can abort the baby.
What
If
the?
you're having a girl and you want a boy, you can abort the baby.
It's murder.
The current 20-week limit for disability selective abortion will be scrapped, and abortion will be available up to birth for disabilities including a cleft lip, a club foot and Down syndrome. There will be no
That's
requirement
horrible.
that a doctor be involved with providing an abortion. How
That's so
insane. How
pathetic.
many women are going to die from that? There will be no legal requirement.
No requirement for a doctor to be involved. That's I had to pause that for a second. That's that's disturbing.
It is. Anytime that anybody can kill a baby in the womb, to me is beyond evil. I mean, I don't know how much more evil a person can get. Damn.
But big chap. No, actually, we were just gonna come on for like an hour and just do a quick pop in and out. But shoot, it's already been an hour. Wow, time goes by when you're having fun.
Yeah, like about 12 minutes. When I got on it, I think it was 12, 16, or 17. I don't remember now, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I've been on for 57 minutes right now. Exactly.
Okay. I was a little late getting in. I'm
Uh,
normally always here waiting on you. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
you
was
said,
cool.
yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah, there's only like 40 seconds left on that video that El Coro sent, but man, that was good. All right, I'll just play it. That was getting
Babies
disturbing.
born alive after a failed abortion will be given medical support. There will be no legal requirement that pain relief be given to babies being aborted between 20 weeks and birth.
And they can feel pain at that time.
There will be no legal restrictions on controversial methods of abortion, such as intact dilation and extraction abortions, also known as partial birth abortion. That's when you allow a baby to be partially born and then you kill it, and then and you do that for the harvesting of the parts.
But I was wrong, Simone. It's New Zealand. Oh yeah, El Coro put up there.
Yep, fast becoming a little China. Well, I mean,
That's really disturbing. That ain't right, man.
I've been told by many people that the gold is back in Fort Knox, but most of it is in Cheyenne Mountain. The vast majority of the gold, and maybe silver too, but the gold for sure is under Cheyenne Mountain. And man, I hope everybody goes and checks me out on this, because any of us can be wrong, for sure. But that's exactly, and I've seen that in many places, not just one. But being as Trump signed the papers the other day, I wouldn't think it'd be much longer before the new money will be out. Whether it be coins, with myself, I think it's going to be bills, just like we got now. But it's also going to be gold and silver coins, real copper, real nickel, back to like we were. Not this old zinc stuff. That's something that when you got the coins, so back when I was a kid, a quarter was actually 25 cents. A nickel was actually a nickel, and a penny was actually a penny. A copper, and a nickel was nickel. I don't know what a damn quarter was. Probably silver, but I wouldn't swear to that. I'm talking when I was a kid. Now they're all just crap. Have been for quite some time. Can you imagine now, like you walk into a beer store, Steve, and whatever you pay for a case of beer, and when the money changes and you walk in, say you had a $1 gold coin, that beer would probably cost less than half of that. Way less than half of that.
Yeah.
So because it's gold, There were people talking about that today. Well, store owners and things. Well, how am I going to live with it when the price drops? The price won't drop. It'll seem like it does, but actually it'll be probably a little bit higher, But what we'll have to pay them with will be worth so much more. You know, so
Yeah, it's the value of yep.
of the money itself, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. When I was a kid, when they were copper, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Blaine. Case of beer will cost a true penny.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I got a whole bunch of scrap copper piled up.
And you're gonna be making some money when it all changes, Steve, off that copper. Well, I mean, you probably could now, but you make even more once it changes.
Yeah, especially out here though, because scrap yards out here are just scamming. They're just yeah. 'Cause I told you
they
about
all
how
scamming.
you have to pay them to take the water heater. It's like, wait a minute, that's not how that works. So,
I hadn't been to a scrap yard, and I don't know when, but if I were to go to one here in the next week or two, that'd be the first thing I ask them. Do y'all buy water heaters? I would just love to see what they say.
there, I'll guarantee you, they'll say, well, yeah, it's scrap. Like if it's
Also,
scrap,
I don't know why they wouldn't.
they're paying for it. But I don't know out here. I don't know what happened, and it just blows my mind that I went in and they're like, I had to pay, and I'm like, you guys are out of your mind. Like, you are the scrap yard. The whole purpose is I bring you scrap, you pay me for it. I mean, they still pay you for the scrap, but just when it came to water heaters, all of a sudden they're just like, nope, you got to pay us to take it. And I'm like, oh, so I'm paying you to take it, and then you're making more money after you take it because you're scrapping it. Like,
so did you have to wind up paying for them to take it?
that one time I did, and that was the last time I ever went.
I don't blame you. No wonder you got them stored up behind your house. Shit,
Yep.
I would too.
The thing is, I take them to the dump, and that's free. But you can only take like one or two at a time. So it's, you can't just show up with 10 old water heaters at the dump because it's supposed to be, like, oh, you had 10 water heaters installed at your house.
Yeah.
For like,
I think that's kind of the way they work here too. I wouldn't swear to it because I hardly ever go to the dump, but I go to dump, but I don't go to the dump. So strips of guts is the best. As far as money goes, but it sure would take a lot of time.
With all the scrap I got now, man, and half of it I've already separated it and cleaned it because I'll take my type A copper, my B copper, like the clean copper, the dirty copper, and I separate it, and the clean brass, dirty, and half of it. But if I separate the other half and clean the other half to get top dollar for it, I definitely got a good. I would definitely have to hook up my trailer, and it would be loaded to the max. But
the way they put it around here is number 1 copper, number 2, and then number 3, and then that's what it was for a long time. Now there is no number 1. At least the last time I went.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was no.
Yeah, because number 1 is like the clean copper that doesn't have no solder on it, or it's just.
But I believe the way they talk around here, though, you could go to say like Home Depot and buy a stick of it, and it'd still be considered number 2, because number 2 is as high as it goes. They don't have a number 1 anymore.
No kidding. What the?
It's like you said, it's a scam.
That is a scam because number 2 is number 1 is supposed to be if there's no solder or no anything like that on there, and then number 2 is if it's solder joint or dirty or But wow, that's kind of similar to them making us pay them to take the water heater.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're basically not giving you what the copper's actually worth by saying that it's number 2 copper, even though it's number 1 copper.
That's the whole point. Exactly. It certainly is. And speaking of gold and silver there, silver, and believe me, I've been looking at this for a long time. Silver is supposed to overtake gold rapidly once this all changes, because silver is used in so many things. It's used in, the solar things on top of the house. It's used in computers. It's used basically everywhere. And I suppose gold could be too. I mean, I don't know that much about it, but I do know that they are saying silver is going to take off like a rocket.
I heard that silver is even used in raw dogging.
Well, of course, you got to have silver to raw dog, especially run into a vampire while you're raw dogging.
Hey, Silver Girl, I you slipped in and I miss you. Aloha, Silver Girl. And I seen Kay Stevenson come in, but I didn't want to cut Ronnie off. Nina,
Hello,
Kay
Silver
Stevenson
Girl.
says hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell into the mic, but I was
Where's your
telling
cousin at
Nina.
today?
Pennies, 1 teaspoon of copper is equal to $1 gold dollar.
Well, I certainly don't know about all that, but
Yeah, I'm visualizing that in my head because 1 teaspoon of copper really isn't that
ain't
much.
It sure ain't. Darn sure ain't. And I honestly don't know about it. I just know that when we go back to the precious metals back system, that the money will be worth so much more. I mean, you take for instance, if your house is worth $100,000 right now, when it goes back, your house may fall in value, say to $50,000, but if you were to sell it for that $50,000, you'd be getting in reality about $150,000 or whatever. It's because the money is just worth so much more money.
Yep.
You can get super stickers down, man. You at uptown, ain't you? I'm telling
Heather
you.
Hatch is the first person to super sticker / chat me while alive.
I heard that.
Heather Hatch just broke my cherry.
That's in case of raw dog and a werewolf.
Oh, use them together. Okay, so pennies, 1 teaspoon of copper is equal to $1 gold dollar. That's in case of raw dog and a werewolf.
I got you. Blaine's getting this raw dogging down, ain't he? If he didn't already have it down, he's definitely getting it down.
I like watching. It doesn't show when I put that up.
What?
I like watching the dude dancing the super sticker, but when I put it up on the screen, it doesn't show the dude dancing.
No, it just shows the super sticker itself. And Heather, that is appreciated. Thank you.
Unspecified.
Well, hello, beautiful V. Flat Earth forever. Flat Earth forever. And raw dogs forever.
Raw dog for life.
V loves talking about flat Earth. You do know that, don't you, Steve?
I know. V is like the biggest flat earther that I know.
Oh, she's gigantic.
All about the flat Earth.
Yes, she is. You ought to get her on some night to debate. She could take all three on and beat them at the same time.
I know, V. I'm just messing with you. I'm just giving you a hard time, V, because we love you so much.
Raw dog, V raw dog.
I just got raw dogged up the arse. What's up, Turning Guns? Sorry, a whole bunch of chats came in at once. I'm like, I missed everything. I seen unspecified. Okay, I'm caught up.
I was too busy saying about raw dog. I wasn't paying attention.
Raw dogging, baby. If you're not raw dogging, then you're lazy.
Just let me say one other thing about the carnage. From everything I can understand, we're going back to the way it was in 1955.
YouTube turns.
That's the reason I say that, because I see that comment part from Kino. But oh, look at you go!
YouTube turns. Much love, brother. Thank you.
Right on. Steve's gonna be a rich man. If he wasn't already rich, he's gonna be rich tonight.
Yeah, awesome, YouTubes. You YouTube turns. I plugged your channel in the description for tomorrow's live, for tomorrow night's live.
Well, it already has the deal for real. It's already turned to gold standard. Paper's been signed. This has got to be put into action now.
Oh, and I put yours in there too, Ronnie, for tomorrow night's live.
Did you?
Under description.
Okay, thank you.
I put like six or seven people's channels, just most people don't really look at the description, but
Yeah,
I usually do. And then if you see something that like, oh, is that what that channel is? And then you can just click on it and it takes you right to their channel. So
how does this work? When you get 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs, you can get super stickers. Is that what it is?
Yep, that's that's being monetized.
Okay. But don't they also pay you for the commercials they run on your?
Yep.
Now I got to watch commercials to watch you. Doggone. Well, people got to watch commercials to watch us. Except on the weekend, I have to do it, you know.
Hey, Billy, truth be told, aloha. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Good to see you. Yep, that's the truth right there. But yeah, it's ads and yeah, now you gotta watch ads to watch my videos. Sorry. I didn't do that on purpose for you though. It's just it was a wet dream. I had a dream. The deal for real just woke me up. It was a wet dream.
Boy, I'd be mad at him if I was you. There's another one.
V.
Beautiful V.
Nice.
Hit you with fire. I guess
make sure you guys all come back tomorrow night, or well, it might be tomorrow already for you, but Friday, July 29th, or no, July 22nd, my bad.
No, it'll be the 29th tomorrow. Or today now. Yeah.
Yeah, 29th, okay. The 29th at 5:15 Hawaii time. We're having YouTube. Look at YouTube. YouTube turns.
Hammer him, YouTube, hammer him. He hates it.
But on the 29th, we're doing tomorrow night, Friday, 5:15 Hawaii time. We're doing the celebration live. And then Saturday, we're going to be going live from Nina's channel for the food truck.
Celebrate, celebrate. Raw dog to the music. Oh, there's another one. He just
celebrate good raw dog in the night.
Exactly.
Oh, YouTube is killing it on set. Dang, YouTube, when I come to the mainland to visit, man, we got to meet up. I got to buy you a beer, brother. Monster-in-law cracked the door. Wait, what? How would y'all feel if I had just bet it at 10 and the monster-in-law cracked the door to peep?
Well, I tell her to go and kick it on open and watch because I wasn't stopping. There's nothing what else to say.
Someone say beer? Drink them if you got them.
Beer. There's a nudie. It ought to be worth another $1.99. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. So for nothing. A free nudie.
Wow.
Oh, they charge you for super chats? YouTube does?
What do you mean?
That's what the deal.
Oh no, yeah, the deal for real. Yeah, because what it is once you're, someone say water. Once you're monetized, yeah, and the super chats, and then it's just like taxes. YouTube keeps a certain percentage of it, so. But that's why I have on the Nightbot thing. It doesn't come up that much anymore, but it has my PayPal, Venmo. Shit, I think that's all it has in there because I know I got Cash App too, but yeah, it's just like, oh. But anyway, yeah, but it's still fun, and like he's saying earlier, the ads and PayPal, yeah, not YouTube, the what's it called? The Nightbot hasn't put that up yet, huh?
There he went again.
Jeez, YouTube, I'm gonna owe you like a couple cases of beer when I come visit. That's why I go to AA. Well, that's okay. Now I can't buy you a beer. I'll buy you a hell of an espresso then.
Buy him a 5th of whiskey. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Sipping whiskey.
Oh shoot, Billy. Truth be told, hold on. No. Oh, Billy Truth. That's what. Oh yeah, see, because it has been a while since I seen you. Because me and Ronnie were live a couple of weeks ago, and we had a issue with a certain someone. There you go, Billy. Truth be told, you're good now. And I took everybody's wrench away and just started fresh.
He even took his own wrench.
Yep, I didn't even have one. It was a bitch to get that back. Believe you me. What's up, Robert Wolf? But you're good now, Billy. Truth be told. Truth be told, you're good now. Uh-oh, we broke our own rule, Ronnie.
What was that?
We said 1 hour, and we're at 1 hour and 20 minutes. Oh, there you go. It just popped up. The PayPal and the Venmo. Yeah, I got to switch that to put my Cash App in there, too. Because I literally have not been working as much as I used to at my regular job.
Well, you could not do this as much as you do. I mean, you have to cut somewhere.
I know. It's weird because, well, one, I've been plumbing for 28 years, so that's what I'm used to doing. But then I've been loving doing this so much that I'm not focused as much on, holy shit, YouTubes, what are you doing, brother? Oh my goodness, man. Wow.
Damn, right on.
Dude, I don't even know how to thank you for that. Wow, dude. Man. Wow.
Shit. That's what I call hammering. You won't go off at all that week. Or tomorrow.
we were just saying that, I'm so focused on this that I haven't been doing plumbing as much, so I haven't been making as much money in Samoan Watchman nail that I am about to go full time.
Hell yeah. Make that kind of cash on shit, yeah.
Thank you, YouTube turns. Thank you.
That takes you off for about what, a half a day tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, do you want me here tomorrow or no? I mean, it's entirely up to you.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, I always want you on with me, brother. You're like my right hand man.
Well, I didn't know if you and Nina were going to do a thing tomorrow. And so, yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So, yeah. I think for like the first half hour to an hour, I'm gonna do like we're doing now, and then I think after that we might like go out, catch the sunset, or like how we normally do on the weekends.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna start here at home like this, and then around 6:15, hop in the car and chase the sunset. But then again, never really plan anything, just kind of go with the flow,
It always turns out more fun like that.
Yeah.
Going on, Scat Pack?
Hey, Scat Pack. Oh, dude, YouTube, man, you're gonna make me cry, bro. Like what? Wow.
Another one. Shit.
Wow, man. Thank you.
Take your son to dinner on him.
He's on the phone.
Or her. That really makes me to be happy when I ever reach 1,000 subs, which will be about 20 years from now. And I'll be sitting here, how you doing, Sting?
No, we're gonna get you to we'll get you to 1,000 subs quick. Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, YouTube, you don't know how much I appreciate. Like, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm trying not to cry right now. That's awesome, dude.
It is. It definitely is. YouTube definitely rocks. No doubt about it.
I keep almost saying his real name, but I don't want to dox anyone. But yeah, thank you, brother. I mean that, man.
I can actually see a tear in Steve's eye.
You probably can, dude. I'm trying to hold it back. Just being honest, I'm trying to hold it back.
No, I know you're serious.
Guardsman, YouTube over here making us look like a bunch of cheap bastards.
I get that feeling all the time. Blaine, what you talking about, brother?
Baby. I know, come on. Come here, real quick. Just real quick.
What? What the heck?
Look at, read. I put it on the screen.
Oh.
But wait, look.
YouTube.
Look who else again.
What the heck? YouTube?
Hold on, it's not done yet.
He's been hammering y'all.
YouTube again.
Oh my
YouTube
gosh.
again. YouTube again. YouTube. Unspecified V. We love you, V.
Oh my gosh.
And then Heather Hatch. Heather Hatch broke my cherry. She was the first super sticker.
Super sticker. We love you, Heather. I forgive you. You know I love you, Heather. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. YouTube turns. Oh my gosh.
They got me out here crying on live stream and shit.
Well, it makes you feel good to know people love you, don't it? I mean, really, it does.
Hmm. Come here, Bubba's. Silver Girl wants to say hi. Who's there? Who's there? Oh. Okay, here you go.
Say woof woof.
Who's this? Who's this over here? It's funny. Every time I do that, he's just like, why are you holding me in the middle of the air? What am I supposed to look at? Oh, wow. That was a better rush than I ever had from any drugs I ever did. I'll tell you that.
The deal for real is that once the cherry was popped, YouTube wore it out.
Man, YouTube Turns is awesome. So if anyone here isn't subscribed to YouTube Turns and you don't go subscribe to YouTube Turns, then you don't have a heart. You have to go subscribe to YouTube Turns.
Well, put his link on there, Steve. Or her link. He said, man and woman, man, right? You said?
Yep, yeah, this dude. Really, really cool dude. Let's see.
I think I've already subbed, but if I ain't, I'm going to. Turn my phone down again.
What happened? Why didn't this channel come up? There we go. I don't know why it didn't pop up the first time. Here we go. I'll throw it up on copy link. There you go.
Simone said he got
Oh,
him.
okay, James. Yeah, I didn't want to say your name, James. I wasn't sure, so I almost said it a few times, but right on, brother.
That's yours. More subscribe there.
Damn, YouTube Turns doxed me.
There it is. No, I wasn't subbed. I thought I was, but I am now.
You know what? I realized in the last week or two, you got to like make sure, because I was unsubbed from a lot of people that I have been subbed to for a long time. And then I went and looked and I'm like, wait, why? They're like unsubscribing people.
Yeah, I think I had 168 day before yesterday, and yesterday I had 166. I mean, I don't know if YouTube done it or somebody just unsubscribed, you know.
Yep.
It may be. I hadn't checked today yet, or was it yesterday I checked? I don't remember. Let me look real quick.
I noticed too, because I usually get like notifications from like, I'm like kind of used to like notifications from certain like high impact flicks and Grease Monkey videos.
Yeah.
I'm used to getting like notifications from them every day. And then after a couple of days, I'm like, what's going on? So I go and like look up the channel, and then I'd find out, I'm not even subscribed to them anymore. What the hell happened? So,
Yeah, I'm down to 166, and it was 168. Where they went, I don't know. You know, I hadn't even looked at who it was that unsubscribed. I don't even know if you can look or not. I think you can.
there is, but it's weird. I'm not sure how that works, because I can look to see who subscribes, but I think it only shows if that person's channel is made public or something like that.
Yeah, you could very well be right. Whenever all I know is when people subscribe to me, I generally always get a notice, you know. But they're on I don't know of any way to say thank you or anything other than to go to their videos, you know, and say it.
Yeah. Yeah, mine too. I've started keeping track of my sub count. I think I have one of them right here. Because where I'm sitting right now is like my work desk. It's where I do all my invoicing and everything. But I thought I had, because I was keeping track of my sub count and my hours. And Yeah, it'd be like at one point it was like 1,100, and then down to like 1,050, and then the next day it'd be to 1,150, and then the next day it'd be back down to 1,000, and it's like,
Well, yeah, they definitely jacked me. I mean, you're losing 2 and you lose the 150,
right?
the total ton of
How did that many people because my thing is, I don't think I've ever unsubscribed to anyone.
Me
Like
either.
even if I don't watch them anymore, I just don't watch them. I don't go out of my way to unsubscribe.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Even the ones I blocked, I didn't unsubscribe to. You know, I'm still subscribed. I
Right?
just ain't watching.
Yeah. I know there's a few people that I don't watch anymore, and I don't even like anymore, but I'm still subscribed to them.
Yeah, that's what I'm exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Billy, truth be told, I want to unsub. How do I do it? That's like that was it Yorga. Yorga always says, unsub, hit the dislike button, and unsub from me. And it works because then everybody subs and hits the like button.
Yeah, I think I'll start saying that when I come on.
Whatever you do, don't hit the like button, and whatever you do, do not sub.
And don't share it. By any means, do not share it.
Yeah, and definitely don't share it.
All them
Put you in your ass and wait.
all them normal people out there wouldn't know what to think about us raw dogging crew.
Right. I don't know where Yorga is, Billy. He's not. I don't. I've never had him on my panel. He's one of the people that haven't been on my panel that I'd like to have on my panel. I don't know how to get a hold of him.
Is he on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah, I see him on a lot of people's panels, but yeah, he was on Mayhem earlier. I was watching that. Well, I was listening to it because I was driving for part of it, and then I was at a job for part of it, but I was listening for the most part. But I heard him on there, and Virginia Roots. It was good to hear her voice. I haven't seen Virginia in a while. I'd like to have. She was on my very first live stream, Virginia. I'd like to have her on again too.
I seen her on I don't remember whose channel I did see her on. It's been quite a while ago. I would never even thought of her name if you hadn't brought it up, but yeah, I have seen her. Just don't remember where.
Yeah, I like her. I've known her since Dangerous Freedom. Oh, right on, Garrett. Cool. I'm so poor. Homeless folks give me money. Well, 10 minutes ago, I was so poor I couldn't pay attention, but I'm paying attention now.
Over and over and over, can't you? Well, it's 1:45 here. What do you think?
Oh shoot! Yeah, that's right. Yeah, see, I got so overwhelmed with Mr. James, which I've always had respect for. He's always been a great guy, and especially the fact that he drives. He's a truck driver. I mean, I was gonna get my license to do that right before my daughter, 14 years ago, right before my daughter was born, right before I moved here.
Uh-oh.
You need to sell aviator glasses, Hawaiian shirts, and puka shell necklaces. And I can relive it. Dude, that's a good idea, dude. I like that. Puka shell necklace and hell yeah. Yeah, hit me up, YouTube, and we'll go in on that together. We'll team up on that. What's the word? We'll partner on that.
They partners. Partner.
Yeah, see that hope everyone has a great. It's still Thursday, but now I know, Bonnie, you have a great Friday.
By all
And
means, Bonnie.
have a great day at work, a beautiful day at work, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night for us, but it would be tomorrow morning for you.
Yep. Whenever you're ready to call it, brother, I'm ready to call it too. It's just up to you.
Right on, bro. Yeah, because we were just gonna go for 1 hour, and it's been 1 hour and 37 minutes. So it was a quick one. It was definitely a fun one.
Oh
And
yeah.
man, YouTube turns, James, brother. I can't thank you enough, man. Wow. I'm
No
very
kidding.
humbled right now. I'm gonna end this, and I think I'm gonna go cry some tears of joy, brother, because I'm overwhelmed, very overwhelmed. But
You ought to be.
Ronnie, I will. I'll text you tomorrow for sure. For before we go live, and yeah, we'll just go from there.
Okay. Well, thanks as always, Steve, for having me up, and thanks to the chat, and definitely thanks to YouTube Turns.
Yes, sir.
Good. Man, that was wonderful. I don't know what other word to use for it. So, good night, brother Steve, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming up, man, and God bless, brother.
You bet. Good night, Steve.
All
Love you.
right, good night. Love you, brother. All right, everyone. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out, man. I appreciate it. And YouTube Turns, man, thank you doesn't even cut it for me. But yeah, dude. Okay. I'll just be silly for a second. If I was a gay guy or something, I'd be like, oh my goodness. I'm overwhelmed, man. I'm seriously almost crying tears of joy right now. And I think I did a little bit ago. So aloha rescue. So I'll leave it at that. And thank you guys for hanging out. And we'll be back tomorrow night. I don't know what the time changed, but 5:15 Hawaii time. And hope to see you guys then. And until then, have a great morning, a great day, great afternoon, a great evening, a great night, whatever it may be for you. Much love, much aloha. God bless.